Richard, what can you tell us about the Atomos Sumo 19?
So Sumo 19 is Atomos's newest product. This is basically a 19-inch 4K HDR monitor recorder. So it's either for on-set use, so either as a HDMI or quad SDI or single link or dual link SDI input to record Apple ProRes, Avid DNX, Cinema DNG, so it can do 12-bit RAW as well. ProRes and DNX will 10-bit 422. We've also then got your monitoring, your playback, etc., and your metadata tagging like Atomos's product family is renowned for. But it's also usable in the studio as well. So if you want to use it as a HDR preview monitor or a very, very cost-effective kind of low-budget corporate work kind of grading monitor, you know, because to buy an HDR grading monitor, you're going to spend 24, 25 grand. You know, this is a £2,000 product. So it can take camera logs and linearize those to show you HDR, or it can take a industry standard PQ or hybrid log gamma input from an edit suite or camera as well. And it can also output those. So if we wanted to loop out of here to an HDR TV, we can even be working on a log format, say we want to output this to a PQ standard for an 800 nit or 1000 nit TV.
So there's lots of flexibility with this product. Can you tell me a bit about all these connections I can see here around here at the back?
Yeah, so basically what we have on the rear of the product is we essentially have our quad link SDI. So we have two 12G inputs. So that means we can do single link 12G, we can do dual link 6G. Down the line, we're talking about giving you the ability to A/B between two cameras, for example, if you want to set two cameras up. Or we can have four 3G inputs, so you've got that kind of quad link capability as well. So any kind of SDI, you know, high frame rate 2K or 4K signals can be supported. We have the HDMI in and out, and we do have built-in conversion as well. So you can come in on HDMI, go out on SDI, come in on SDI, go out on HDMI. We also have a sync, so that's a Genlock or an LTC socket. We have a remote port as well, so that can either take serial commands or LANC control. But then we have our power section as well. So we have XLR power, so that's an input, so from an AC or DC source. We also have two battery plates. You can see here on the back we've got a VESA mounting system. So we can VESA mount this. We've also got 1/4 and 1/3, 3/8 mounting points all over the unit, so you can rig it onto brackets or whatever, fit it on a C-stand via VESA. But we also give you a wing plate with the unit. So that allows us to put two Anton Bauer or V-Lock or other external battery sources on the back here, and XLR connect those in. We also have XLR audio. So all Atomos products basically take up to 12 channels of embedded audio on SDI or up to 8 channels embedded on HDMI. But we also have stereo balanced analog in and out here. We can provide phantom power as well if you've got mics coming straight in. So yeah, in the studio you can use it as a, you know, XLR audio output, metering, etc. And on location you can use it for, again, analog monitoring or for microphone recording and things like that as well.
Excellent. So this is something that you can use in the field and in post.
Exactly. It's a very rugged enclosure design. It's a 1200 nit brightness monitor, so that gives you day bright kind of visibility outside. Atomos are going to do a sun hood for it. That's more relevant for HDR because HDR, which this is fully capable of, like the Atomos Flame and Inferno series, allows you to see a true HDR image. And obviously HDR images are best viewed in controlled light environments, so there will be a sun hood option for it, and that's what these kind of screw plates are for on the front. You can also use this for, say, if you're using it in the studio, you could use it as a capture deck. So rather than, you know, if you want to ingest some old footage as ProRes or DNX or whatever, you don't have to tie down a workstation to do it. You can just do it on this.
That's excellent.
But basically then you've got HD, it's got quad HD switching coming to it.
Fantastic. So although this is a bit bigger and a bit more expensive than a normal monitor,
yeah,
the idea is you get better value for money because you can use it throughout the whole production.
It's multiple devices in one, so it is a monitor, so be it on set or in the studio, because you can do your HDR, you can monitor your source video inputs, you can monitor with 3D LUTs or log to video kind of images for all the main camera manufacturers built in. You know, you're recording to 2.5-inch removable media like this, and that's very, very affordable, and it's ProRes, it's DNX, it's edit-ready codecs. So if you're using this in the studio, you can use it as a capture deck as well. So you can have your HDMI or SDI sources coming in, capture footage in, you're not bogging down any workstations, someone can use this to review what's going on, metadata mark anything as they're recording it. So if someone's going to be manipulating that content in post, nipping and tucking it, they know where that's going to be. But also this will have a software update due in kind of Q3, Q4 this year, which will basically add HD switching capabilities. So those four SDI inputs can basically be used to bring in 4 HD feeds up to 1080p 60. Record those, so you've got basically 4 ISO feeds, but you'll have live switching. So actually on the UI of the unit, you'll be able to select what's live, what you're going to schedule next. You'll have transitions on there, etc. And then you've got that output. So you can record your ISOs, but also do a live stream of a production. So,
Excellent.
you know,
So
not
great for live events.
Yeah,
work,
exactly.
that sort
So
of thing.
live events, you know, post facilities,
Yeah.
you know, edit facilities, or professional on-set recording and monitoring where, you know, you don't want to have an on-camera recorder. You want to have a producer director on a C-stand or a Visa mount or on a desk like we obviously have here.
Okay, thanks very much. That's the Atomos Sumo 19.